room chairs at your kitchen table, and you just go in there and sit down in them and take them for granted. I'll repeat it again. Take them for granted, take them for granted, take them for granted. As if it's just there to serve a function for you. That is there to hold you. That's half the equation. The other half is you are to care for that chair. You are to acknowledge its presence. You are to in some way embody a love and gratitude for the chair to hold you for whatever time you're sitting in it, and be grateful and communicate that energy to that chair. You think you can do that? Because if you cannot get in touch with these things that seem so insignificant in your life, what are you doing? What are you doing? Do you think that you're the only thing that is important? That it all is about you? That nothing else matters? That you are the one, your world is evolving around you? Evolving, how about that? It won't evolve. It revolves around you? Well, if that is so, and you want to expand even that greatness, then incorporate those things that manifest themselves in your life. Now, Paula, you said a whole lot. What did you say? I said, become aware of the things that you take for granted. Become so aware of everything. Things that you think are things that you cast down on the ground, dishes that you wash, clothes that you wash, things. Become aware of the things and the energy that they possess and the messages they are communicating to you. Because you can only know more about yourself, more about your world, more about your relationships, more about your purpose, more about your God by embracing all of the things that you interact with on a daily basis. You cannot just take them and use them and dispose of them. You cannot take a tissue in your hand and just wipe your nose or whatever and just cast it aside and have not a thought about it. The thought that would be graciously embedded to bring you, how about that? See, bring you more joy. Even that, I'm saying about 10 different things at one time. But when you take that and you take that tissue and you throw it away, you can say thank you. Silently, thank you for allowing me to use you to take away whatever it was that I needed. But even in that, you receive something. It's always, you're receiving, you do something, you receive something. But you don't do something to receive it. That's another level. We'll work on that. But the Father, Mother, Child, God in the chair. So on this day, from now on, when you sit down in a chair, you will remember that you are not sitting alone. You are not isolated, nor are you rejected or abandoned. And if you sit down with anger, you're transferring that anger. Do you have a right to transfer that anger? You take it. Whether you have it or not, you take it. But that chair, this chair that is emblazoned with the Mother, Father, God, absorbs that. Absorbs it. And does not come back in defiance or complaint or condemnation. It just receives you. It long-sufferingly receives you and all of your moods. And yet you don't even acknowledge that it holds you in its arms. It is the womb of your life for that moment. It is the sacred sanctification of your existence for that moment. This is the most important relationship that you are having in that moment. You could be sitting here and thinking about some guy or some girl and how that person did you right or did you wrong or didn't do you at all. And you are totally negating the chair. And the chair is the relationship you have. The chair. And yet you dismiss it. Now, if you dismiss this chair and the importance that it represents, then you dismiss every single solitary thing in your life. Because it is not given to you to walk and just choose among the things that you prefer. You're going to get your hand burned. You're going to hurt. You're going to feel pain. And this is what the chair is trying to teach you. Relax. Take a deep breath. It's okay. There's nothing you can do about anything that's going on. And all of the things that are going on are necessary for your life. This is what the chair is trying to say to you. Be still. It is written in the Bible, one of my most favorite books. It's full of wonderful stories that we can use and apply. Be still and know that I am God. This is what the chair is saying. Be still. Relax. Know that I am God. Paula, how blasphemous, how utterly unsanctified a statement could be made. You are saying a chair is God. That's exactly what I'm saying. I am saying that. I am shouting that. This chair, this moment, is the embodiment of God. It is reflective of all that is good and pure and innocent and great and wonderful, mysterious. It was developed out of nothing. Before that seed that ever planted that first piece of wood, tree, that became the legs and the frame, that seed came out of nothing. We all did. That's what it's about. We are here. We're made out of nothing. Where were you? Where were you before you were in the womb? Where were you before the sperm and the egg met that night? Where were you? Where were you? You've always existed. You didn't just come into being in that moment. You had to come from something in order to come together and be that. You were formulated as this chair. You are the walking embodiment, a master of divine essence, but you have merely forgotten your heritage, your divine heritage. And so when you sit in a chair, be prayerfully meditative that you're able to sit in a chair and to recognize that the chair is that which reflects your life in its deepest, most sacred manner. This chair. Can you have a relationship with a chair? Can you really? Can you bypass your ideas that it's the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard? Get rid of that logical sense. You can't have a relationship with a chair, Paula. It's a piece of furniture. My God. Get a grip. I do have a grip. And it has a grip. And we are one and the same. I am here, it is here. And we are in the midst of all that is. And we are having this most intimate relationship. And everything is okay. Everything is okay. There's not a single solitary thing that's going on that is more important than me sitting in this chair, embodying that which is. Is. I said that word too. Okay. So, we know that the personality of that chair, the personality is the Mother, Father, God. The heart self of that chair is the Wheel of Fortune. You've seen me do that. Why I do these markers, and they're all brand new. You've seen me do this on other shows. That's a pretty one, Mitzi. You know, you start up here, and you go around, and you go around, and you go around, and you go around, round and round we go. And where we stop, we do not know. The only person who knows is a butterfly, and she is not telling. So we have, you know, many, many changes. This chair will go through many changes. In fact, it will see and embrace many people, many energies. And so is your life. Continually going through cycles. There'll be times when you sit down in chair, when you're happy, sad, scared, worried, lots and lots of changes. But the chair remains constant. You are the one that is creating all of this chaos, if you want to call it chaos, around this chair. But the chair remains firm. Now, when you add the two together, you've got a 30. 30 that is, the 3 is always artistic expression. It's a whole lot of other things too. But today it's going to be artistic expression. This right here is 0. That 0. That 0 that I said was nothing. That all things evolve from. Everything comes from 0. Everything. Okay? You know, we can't even fathom what is behind God. We can't even begin to, in our finite minds, there's no way that we could even put it into words. Because we don't know, we don't have that ability. Everything that we do, we construct it from what we know or have been told or think or want to be or whatever is generating our impetus at the time. But there's something that is behind God that perpetrates and penetrates and saturates and motivates and moves. But let's say in the beginning, when that God energy desired to move, it moved from all of that which is whatever nothing means and became that. And from that became everything that's ever been or ever will be. It came from that. So in this chair, which seems like just an ordinary chair, well, it's a beautiful chair, as I said, it's a big chair, but all things are encompassed in this chair. Every single galaxy, every single star, every single grain of sand, every rice, every pan of gravy I would ever cook, it's all there. It's composed of everything, just as we are. It's made of the stardust. As the nitrogen is in our DNA, so is this. It's all the same. It's all beautiful, it's all wonderful, and it's all mysterious. So this 30, this is another big business. Big God business. Goddess. Male and female. It is. We got to add that. Because we got to go beyond what we can even know or refer to. So this chair on this day represents everything that is holy. Everything that is holy. I'm going to change markers again. All right, and try blue and let's see. Everything that is holy. 8. Ooh, that's pretty. I'm going to do 15. I'm going to hold it down. 12. 25. So we got a 40 here, and we got a 20. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That brings on more talk. Holy. First of all, it is 40. Now 40, we got that 0 again? No. We got it twice, Paula. We got that 0. That nothing. From which everything comes. From which everything comes. Oh, now, when I say this, from which everything comes, you know in the sentence I mean it comes forth. But I'm really using it in a sexual way too. Because everything comes. Everything. There is a seed that is ejaculated from everything to begin. What began this was an idea that came. It came out of nothing before it came here. Okay, so we're talking about the heart of holy is 40. 4 is this material world. 4, oh, I believe that has 4 legs. I believe it does. So here we are, placed in this material world. This is my material world. And in this world, I can create what I will. I can think what I will. I can envision what I will. I can condemn what I will. This is my throne. And the soul of holy is our foundation. It is the very fact that we can and do create that which sustains us. And we have 6 energies that are operating all the time. Oh, shoot. Good gracious. How about that? I said it before I even got up there. We've got these 6 energies that are operating all the time in us to create these worlds, or these realities, or these relationships, or these ideas, whatever you're doing, you know, whatever you're going to have to eat today, or who you're going to have sex with today, wherever you're going to go to work, wherever you're going to go buy something, all of these things, is you're creating them from your 4-postered world. And you're using these 6 energies to do it. And on that 7th day, you're going to rest. Well, I wonder how holy this chair is while I rest. It is the vehicle of rest. It has taken me off my feet.